Well, good morning people. Phoenix 67 here. I was going to go through to Leeds and see my mum and dad tomorrow, but the forecast some pretty wet and windy weather, so I decided to go today instead. And I'm going to surprise my little sis Joanne by popping in to see her first. She lives at Rothwell. She's not expecting me, so I hope she's in. So yeah, that's my plan for today. Stop off at my usual petrol stop stroke sig stop. I have what, got 60 miles done on tank, but I know this can do like 220. But that's what Wyvern Biker thought. And he run out of petrol, and he had to push it miles to the garage, and he was knackered. And I really felt for him, I did. I really felt for him. It's a lot of years since I've had to do that. But I run out of petrol once, and I had to push bike about 4 miles to the nearest garage. Along country roads. That was knackering, really knackering. And like Wyvern Biker, I were on my way to work. Obviously I was seriously late, but yeah, I really did feel for you. Hope you've recovered. Although I can't help thinking that you mentioned that you were 2 litres short when you filled tank up compared to tank capacity. And did it have, well, has it got a reserve tank? And if so, could you have saved yourself all that exercise, for want of a better description, by switching on the reserve tank? I'd like to know that. Just mainly so I can laugh at you for not realising that you didn't actually have to push it all that way. But that's just my sixth sense of humour. And plus there's also the extra thing about people knowing the bikes. Not getting a Wyvern here about the reserve switch, if there is indeed one. But what I'm getting, the point I'm getting to is that everybody goes by what the mileometer says. Now it's winter. People warm the bikes up before they set off. And it is a valid point that if you're using your bike a lot and you're warming it up, you know, every morning, it's using fuel and it's not registering on your speedo. So let's say you fill your tank and over a 10-day period you're using it to commute, but you're running it for 5 minutes every morning to warm it up. you know, it does equate to a fair bit of fuel. So your calculations are going to be off. Or rather, your calculations aren't going to be off. Your speedo is going to be off. Not your speedo, your mileometer. You know, that's going to say that you've done X amount of miles, but that's wheel rotation, where you're warming your bike up and your engine's done a lot more miles. You know, say you're tinkering with it in a garage and you just fix something and you want to run it and make sure it, you know, engine sound. You know, that might equate to another 10 minutes. You know, it's a fair bit of fuel and it all adds up. So possibly that's what happened. You know, it's not something I don't think people actually think about. Is the fuel that they use when they're warming the bike up, or they've just done something to the bike and they're testing it but not rolling it. It's not rolling. Anyway, just something to ponder. I think it might take me a little bit longer than I thought to get to Leeds. Because it's rush hour. I think I'm going to put my heated grips on though. What I want to know is, everybody's sitting at like 45. Nobody's overtaking that van up there. Why? People have had plenty of opportunity. Is it a police van? I don't know. Find out when we get on dual carriageway. Ah, right, there's a big wagon in front of that I couldn't see. That's why. Pardon me. Was not me. Was my food. It's just popped up to say hello. Now it's gone back down below. Okay, now. What turbulence from that bugger. Motorways are so soul destroying. I bloody hate them. And it's always where you see the worst fucking drivers imaginable. Well, that NCP car park, that was daylight bloody robbery with that. 1 hour, 1 minute, and it cost me a £5. That's just bloody ridiculous. Anyway, nice seeing my sister Joanne and my niece and baby. Now go see my mum and dad. It's weird being back in Leeds riding, and I don't like it at all. I mean, for a start, in town, bloody hell, it's just, everything's changed so much. I thought I knew exactly where we were going, but bloody hell, it's so confusing. Bloody hell. It's a right shithole. Other gypsies. Right, at my mum and dad's, so speak to you in a bit. Bye for now. Right, love you. Have a nice holiday. Yeah, I always am. See you later. Well, a nice couple of hours with my mum and dad. And the sun's come out. Now, pop into Mr. Bateman's. Have a cuppa there before I set off back home. Yeah. Oh no, it'll just be underneath. Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, you're welcome anytime. Right, cheers for cuppa and I'll catch you later. See you later. Right, nice catching up with Paul. So it's been a nice day for catching up with people. Thought I should mention a couple of things as well. Main one is that I don't know if I've already mentioned it, but it looks like I'm going to York Uni in September to do my master's degree, which I'm looking forward to, as long as I get a good enough grade on my BA. Then it's full steam ahead. Next thing is that I'm going to be making a documentary about bike life. It's not going to be a vlog. It's going to be a proper documentary, and it's basically just all about what people's different ideas about being a biker are. So what I'm after is people to interview. Yeah, just sitting in the garage or sat at a bike cafe somewhere. I'll have a list of questions, ask questions, answer best you can. You can, you know, pre-read the questions. It'll all be properly filmed. It's hopefully going to be 60 minutes long, the whole documentary. There will be footage from bike events, bike meets, ride outs, that sort of thing. Footage from rallies. There will be footage from some bikers who belong to certain clubs, but there's going to be no politics, no religion. There's going to be nothing. It is purely about what each individual thinks it means to them to be a biker. So if any of you are interested, drop me a line. No matter where you are in country, because what I'll do is, if there's a few of you, I'll just make sure it's all done on same day or a couple of days, and then we can all meet up and do it that way. So yeah, that's that. Let me know, folks.